and 3. This is Elliott, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Check 99. Kill.
From the 38, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Go. Get out there.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, past the 20, touchdown, 49ers. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Prescott on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, buddy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
13.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Don't get nervous. Show it up. I got you.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I got you, pop. Watch the twist. Watch the 21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Prescott. And an alley to run. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! 54! Clock, clock, clock! 80 weapons.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
11.
On second down, it's Coleman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there to first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Taking it right down Broadway. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 31 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, check. Press now. 47.
Here's Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
34-yard line. There we go, 2. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 56.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Here we go. 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
All day, baby, all day. Check 37, check 37.
They'll start on the ground with Breedham. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! That's not new. 36.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Browns, Antonio Callaway.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Alert! 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 Regular. Hey! I said that.
First down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's third and long.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in it. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish him. Oh. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check 53.
Hey, gun.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Like 80.
Second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Check 13.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's a good shot.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 38.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. King. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, orbit.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Set. 180. 59. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Pistol. Hey, seam 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 3. Hurry. 31. Check 31.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You better bring it. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Landry, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. You ain't doing nothing today. Alert, 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 alert. Hurry. Hey, turn it up.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this throw will be intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
After one, it's 9-0. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hit, 180. 56. I'm coming. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is more coming.
Third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, gun. 65. 58, Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Mike, 21. 58.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, Charlie. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, the Mike. I got this. 58, the Mike. I'm here all day. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. 3 buzz. 11. Go. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, pick it up. Delta.
Garoppolo looks to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
58 to Mike.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and...
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Mayfield off the play fake. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's out right at the 25. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw their one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 more yards.
Mayfield now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, 180. Regular. Cut.
Mayfield to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 4th down, and on is Greg Joseph for the Browns field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go. Like 20.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. and that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
65. Hey, keep it up.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
I'm coming after you.
Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Pushing his way inside the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Quan Alexander, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case,
and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go. Ready? 12. 2 times. I got you. 50 is the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike, 58, right there. And we're pretty quiet.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And Salek here, left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. To throw is Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Lock.
On first down, Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
49ers 10.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Let's go, baby.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Oh, yeah. Pistol. Here we go again. Check three.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
53's a mark. 53. Check 53. Check. Hey, gun.
To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I got this.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Let's go, defense is 21. Hey, come on. Score! 6 man.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. A route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, alert! Let him know. Hey, echo!
Now Garoppolo, maybe a free play. That's Samuel, caught left side. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they go screen, it's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Mike's 56. Check pass. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come off the ball, I got it.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
56 to Mike. Hurry! They're not ready for this, man.
Now Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And boy, got a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Switch. Point it right.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. A first down throw for Mayfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Hey, Alpha. 56 is the mic. Hey, alert 33. Let's go. Hey, alert 33. Jim. Alert.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
That's pulled in at the 32. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go. Let's go, defense.
Now Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now it's Breida, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Working from the gun, The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
180. Hurry. Push him back. Push him back.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Oh, you got deep?
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 29 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
And reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Switch up, switch up. 13.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
11.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 25 yards that time.
The Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
20. 6, right there. 56. Watch the run.
Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 36 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. His throw incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Ready? Mike, 58, right there. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
I'm coming. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Bravo. You can't block me. And 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
21.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So 2 quarters down, 2. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. On the carry, it's Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? He brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
1 yard gain.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
We got double up. Regular. Run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jay, exit.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
Mike 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Bud. Let's go, D, tighten up. Mike 22.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Let's go, let's bring it. White. 22. Hey, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Not today. Sponge. 21. Six. Back. Check 52. Go ahead.
Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Olivier Vernon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Box drop. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They run, Chubb, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, my 7. 44, come on. Hey, alert.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Garoppolo to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here we go.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.